Hey, it's me, Joe Matarese. Welcome to the podcast. I've got the last professional broadcaster here on the phone. It's Sam Roberts. Hey Sam, how's it going?
What's going on?
You know, just doing the podcast, making ravioli, whatever the fuck.
How's it going, man?
Not so good. Karen from Philly totally bashed me. Said I'm being a dick to my audience. The balls on that half a broad. I gotta give you credit for putting up with that Fanook Norton so long.
Thank you.
No problem. So I don't really know you that well. Being a comic means I'm usually hanging with Seinfeld. I mean, at this point, we're pretty much peers. You, do the wrestling shit, right?
Yeah, sure.
So let me get this straight. You started off as an intern on the Opie and Anthony show, and here you are doing mornings at Sirius XM. I mean, what the fuck I gotta do?
I don't know.
Well, I gotta know, Sam. Who are you fucking? Sabian? Greenstein? Wait, Roland?
No.
'Cause believe me, I've been there. It was like trying to pluck a cunt hair from a hippo's gash. Turns out the guy just books talent. So how did it happen?
I have a reputation with some people. As being a little conniver, a little politician, a little shit stirrer.
So it's fair to say that you, backstabbed your way to the top.
Sure, fine.
And you were happy doing that?
I found it fun.
Yeah, and instead of Cumia sitting there with Norton, it's some Phil Spector-looking Neanderthag. How's he with all this?
You know, he's not happy with me, and that's fine. It is what it is.
I just didn't think you radio guys stepped over one another.
Of course that happens.
But what's your motivation?
When I see people get opportunities that they don't deserve.
You move in.
Yeah.
Wow, you're a real scumbag.
I know.
I mean it, you're a fucking asshole.
Little advice. Stay out of it.
Just saying.
Whatever.
So what's this about you collecting dolls at Toys R Us?
I still go to Toys R Us.
The fuck you do that for?
I collect toys.
And you're what, 48?
I'm 33 now.
Do you ever plan to stop buying this faggy shit?
Eventually.
You fucking millennials.
I consider myself a Gen Yer, but the Gen Yers into the older millennials have this man-child syndrome that is like nothing I've ever seen before.
So these toy stores, they're, what?
They're targeting dorks like me that can't let go of their childhood.
So they don't even need kids no more.
Now, you can target toys to men, to grown-ass men.
And you're actually into this whole frilly dress playing with doll shit.
This really is living the dream.
Sounds like a fucking childish nightmare. Ain't you married?
I haven't seen my wife in a year.
A fucking year?
A year plus, 14, 15 months.
Don't you guys fuck or nothing?
No.
Why the fuck not?
Have you looked at fucking pictures of me?
I've seen a couple.
It's fucking gross.
Now you can't be too hard on yourself.
Look at a picture of me.
I'm looking at one right now.
I look fucking terrible.
It's, I mean...
I don't look like a human being anymore.
Look, I'll be honest, it's pretty bad.
Do I look 33?
In primate years, or...
I've aged 30 years.
The more I'm looking, the worse it's getting. It's like one of those magic eye pictures. You squint too hard and a goblin jumps out at you.
And now, my forehead is 3 times as big as it used to be.
Your hairline's like when you're at sea and you first spot land.
I'm skinny fat. I'm malnourished.
Alright, I get it. You're fucking disgusting. Let's move on.
Okay, well that sounds great.
Now I want to talk about you and Opie. Is it true he used to breastfeed you?
That has to be one of the more absurd things I've ever heard.
But you guys were close.
I learned what I know primarily from Opie.
So more like a teacher-pupil situation.
He's been my mentor and always will be in that position.
So you'd be hanging out with the guy more than the interns.
I spend time with people who are above me on the totem pole.
And now the student becomes the teacher.
If people people want to learn from me, I will teach them.
So they're divorcing, right?
Yeah, that's news. That's no big news to anybody.
Do you think she fucked that skate master, banned malaria?
I don't have any reason not to believe it.
Wait, have you got some kind of inside information?
Everybody knows that they're separating.
So what, you spoke to the guy?
I reached out to him. I texted him.
Now, I've got another question that sort of relates to this. Are you, cool, or...?
Yes, ask that question.
So Norton told me your wife gets pounded by some 7-foot Sambo when you leave the house. Is that true?
I don't know.
Well, have you spoke to anybody, or...?
I talked to Jess. I talked to my dad.
So this cunt, is she leaving, or...?
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Norton said you were fine with it. So why the pouting?
Because they were sneaky about it, you know.
Would you prefer it if they asked you to join in?
I mean, if they offered it to me, would I do it? Yeah. What do I say, no? I don't say no.
Have you thought much about the specifics? I mean, could get a little cramped in her, you know.
I'll go where you put me, because I'm here to do a job.
Why don't you just take Viagra pills? Go old-fashioned.
Because I don't take them.
Why the fuck not?
I've never done it.
Never?
Never.
Well, I just don't know why the fuck you got black guys fine-tuning your woman.
Because I want to learn from them.
Fair enough. So, Sam, it seems like you're always working.
I'm working a lot, but it's not like I'm lifting things, you know? I'm just being the last professional broadcaster all day, every day.
Well, I think I can take a few pointers. If you can get this far with no talent, me and my impressions, well, forget about it.
I've made this clear to all the not Samsonites from day one. My philosophy was to do dope shit.
I think that's where I'm fucking up. I'm doing dumb shit when I should be doing dope shit.
Like 2 years ago, I was going on my wrestling podcast and going, Talking Smack is the best show on the WWE Network. And then a week ago, I'm hosting it. Crazy. Crazy.
But this make-believe wrestling shit, I mean, stop it.
I don't do real, you know? I like stuff that's choreographed.
Like dancing?
I like storytelling.
I can't listen to your show anymore. It's either porn cunts or wrestle faggots.
I find out there's a wrestler available for an in-studio appearance, I'm gonna accept it.
You know who you should have on? Comics.
I'm not a comedian.
But I am. Most broadcasters love me on their show.
Not me.
Well, it just seems like you're not listening to your fans.
This is the business. This is what we do.
Don't you have a respect for your audience?
Not much.
So that's how you do your show.
I shit them out and I move forward. That's what makes this all possible.
I don't know what to say. I'm fucking flabbergasted.
Say what you want about me for being a sissy boy that doesn't watch sports or whatever you want to say, but clearly I have great instincts. That fact is uncontestable.
So that's it.
That's all. That's what I think about that.
Well, thanks for coming on.
I appreciate it.
Take it, easy, I guess.
Thank you.